The cabin is quiet until it isn't. A sharp voice cuts through the hum of the engines. Get up. That's not your seat. All eyes turn. A young black woman sits in a plush VIP seat by the window, phone in hand, her posture calm, but her eyes sharp. She doesn't move. The flight attendant's voice rises, brittle, impatient. You don't belong here. This is reserved. Move to the back. The woman blinks slowly, her silence steady as stone. A white passenger standing nearby mutters under his breath, loud enough for those around to hear. Figures can't even follow rules. A chuckle from another row. The air feels heavy. The words aren't just about a seat. They carry weight. Centuries. Pain. And then, a word no one should hear in this century. Ape. Her chest tightens. Her hand grips the phone harder. A storm brews inside, but her face shows only quiet fire. The flight attendant leans down closer, voice a hiss. Get lost? Now, or I'll call security. Before we continue, if you're watching for the first time, Elliot Stories welcomes you with a warm hug. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and tell us the city you're watching from. The woman exhales slowly. She could move. She could avoid the scene. But something inside her refuses. She straightens her back, her blue suit crisp against the dark leather seat. Calmly, she says, "This is my seat. Check the manifest." The attendant's cheeks flush. Her voice drips with disdain. "Don't you dare talk back to me. People like you don't sit here." A few passengers exchange glances, but no one speaks. The silence feels like betrayal. The woman tilts her head. She almost smiles. "People like me," she whispers, the words like an arrow. The attendant stumbles, flustered, but recovers quickly. "I'll have you removed." She turns sharply, heels clicking down the aisle. The insult still lingers in the air like smoke. The woman stares ahead, jaw tight. Behind her calm, her heart pounds. Minutes stretch long. Passengers murmur. A man in the back shakes his head in disapproval, but doesn't rise. A mother shields her child's ears. The cruelty of silence cuts deeper than words. The woman presses the phone tighter to her ear. A voice on the other end speaks. Deep, calm. "Are you all right?" She exhales, answering softly. "I'm fine for now." Her mind races back. To boardrooms filled with men who doubted her. To investors who refused to shake her hand until she built an empire too large to ignore. To battles fought quietly. Her victories dismissed as luck. And now on a plane, the same story plays again. The captain's voice booms over the intercom. "Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be departing shortly. Please ensure your seats are taken." But the attendant returns, this time with two others behind her. "Stand up. Now!" Her hands rest on her knees. She doesn't move. Her voice is even. "Do you have my boarding pass in your hand?" The attendant frowns. No, she doesn't. The woman takes her phone, swipes, and lifts the screen. The words are clear. Seat 1A. VIP. First class. Paid in full. Gasps ripple through the cabin. The attendants exchange glances. Their authority falters, but pride pushes them forward. One of them hisses, "We'll sort this with the captain." The woman watches them leave, the quiet smirk now visible at the corner of her lips. Her voice low, she whispers into the phone, "Fire them. All of them. Now." The voice on the line pauses. "Are you sure?" Her eyes burn with quiet rage. "Yes." They just dug their own graves. The minutes tick by. Whispers fill the plane. A passenger 2 rows behind leans forward, whispering to another, "Who is she?" The answer comes only in silence. But curiosity spreads. The attendants return, their expressions stiff. The lead one speaks, rehearsed and brittle. "Apologies, ma'am. There seems to have been a misunderstanding." The woman looks at her, with eyes sharp as glass. "A misunderstanding?" she repeats, each word deliberate. The attendant swallows. "Yes, you're free to remain here." She doesn't answer. She turns her gaze back to the window, as though they no longer exist. The silence is louder than any outburst. Behind her calm, the phone call continues. "It's done," the voice says. "You'll hear the announcement soon." Her lips curve slightly. The tide is turning. But the plane doesn't know it yet. The attendants don't know it yet. The passengers certainly don't know it yet. What they will see, what they will hear, will shake the cabin before takeoff. And when the captain steps forward, when the announcement crackles overhead, when the power shifts in one single breath, nothing will ever be the same. Because in 5 minutes, this woman, will not just defend her seat. She will change the entire crew's fate. But for now, she waits, calm and patient, as the storm builds silently. The whispers grow louder. "Who is she?" someone asks again. Another replies, "She doesn't look ordinary." The tension coils tighter, thicker, until every breath in the cabin feels sharp. She glances at her watch. 5 minutes left. Just 5. The attendants hover nearby, uncertain. Pride and fear battle on their faces. The insult they spat only moments ago hangs heavy between them. Unspoken yet unforgettable. Her hand rests lightly on her phone. Her gaze fixed on the window. Calm, silent. But inside, she's replaying every word, every sneer. Her father's voice echoes in her memory. Never let them decide your worth. Show them who you are. And she will. The engines hum. The captain's door creaks open. Steps approach. Heads turn. The silence in the cabin deepens. Everyone is watching. She looks up. Her lips barely move as she whispers to herself. "Time." The captain stops in the aisle. His expression unreadable. The attendants stiffen. Passengers lean closer, eager, anxious. The storm is here. And with the first word spoken, the scales tip. The announcement that follows will shatter pride, break silence, and prove that the woman they tried to humiliate holds power beyond their imagination. But what the captain says would unfold in the next few breaths will leave every passenger frozen in disbelief. The truth is about to strike. The curtain is about to fall. And in that moment, the woman in seat 1A will rise higher than ever before. The cabin is frozen. The captain's voice steadies the air. "Ladies and gentlemen, before we depart, I want to address an issue." All eyes lock forward. His gaze sweeps across the crew, sharp, unflinching. Effective immediately, this crew has been relieved of duty. Gasps, shock, a murmur ripples. The attendants stagger back, faces pale. "Captain, you can't." One begins, but the captain cuts her off. Orders from the highest level. The owner of this airline demands it. Silence. Then all eyes shift slowly to the woman in 1A. Her lips curl in the faintest smile. She leans back, calm, her phone still in hand. The truth settles in. She isn't just a passenger. She isn't just another traveler. She is the one holding the strings. The attendant stammers. She's the owner? The word sticks in her throat. Passengers stare, jaw slack, realization dawning. The same woman they tried to belittle owns the skies they fly. The CEO finally turns her gaze, steady and unbroken. "You wanted me gone, but you're the ones leaving." The attendants crumble. The humiliation they intended now boomerangs, striking hard. Security arrives, discreet yet firm, escorting them off the plane. Passengers watch in stunned silence, some with quiet satisfaction, others with awe. The woman adjusts her suit, not a hair out of place. She doesn't gloat. She doesn't shout. She simply breathes, calm and control. The captain bows his head slightly in respect. "We're honored to have you aboard, ma'am." The plane settles. A passenger leans forward, whispering to his seatmate, "I'll never forget this flight." Another nods. Neither will they. The CEO closes her eyes for a moment. She doesn't think of revenge. She thinks of her journey, of the little girl told she couldn't, of the young woman ignored in meetings, of the entrepreneur laughed out of boardrooms, of every scar carried silently. Tonight, she claimed more than a seat. She claimed respect. As the plane takes off, the horizon glows gold. She opens her eyes, watching the light spill across the clouds. Hope, justice, dignity, they always rise. And deep inside, she knows this moment isn't just hers. It belongs to everyone who's been told to move to the back. It belongs to every voice silenced, every dream doubted. Her story is proof. Courage can't be seated at the back. Truth can't be forced down. And justice always takes flight. This is Elliot Stories reminding you that no matter the darkness, light will always find a way. Visit Elliot Stories for more inspiring stories. And see you in the next one.